we're watching the bleh.
We're watching the vegan teacher.
Thank you. And we're watching the video. I talked to Jesus. Apparently he has no idea what's going on. He knows that everything's going on.
Also, how can you talk to Jesus?
Well, apparently,
Through a Ouija board?
I don't believe that's how it does. I don't think. Well, apparently you can't. Well, it's kind of a sin to a Ouija board. But before we get started, we have Venus here. Can you?
A kitty cat.
Everybody's met Venus.
Yep. And there's treats.
Chicken flavored.
Chicken flavored treats.
Also, this is the person who's been saying cheese in your live streams, by the way.
Oh.
You're barely in the camera. There you go. What, the chicken flavored treats? She doesn't have them on the one that has them. Also, her tail's better, by the way. Don't worry. There you go. She's like, Mom. Anyway, let's get started the video. Let me turn off the TV. Oh my god, stop being a camera hog. Go to sleep. Go night-night. No.
I want attention.
You brought me down here.
I mean, I may have known you for years, but...
Yep. You keep scooting out of the camera.
Yep. I may have known you for years, but why? So, why yell at guest? Mom.
We're not, let's not worry about it right now. And stop being a camera hog!
Okay.
She's being a camera hog. She does this all the time. Like, I was doing my therapy appointment, and I have to do it by video. And, the Venus kept walking in front of the camera, biting at the camera for some reason.
Biting at the camera?
Yep.
Because she sees her own self.
Yeah. Anyway.
Good morning, everybody. How are you today?
Frick you.
I decided to come over
Kidding.
to church.
I don't hate her,
early in the
but I
morning.
just hate what she
I
does.
a sweater, and I rode on my bike over here because I wanted to talk to Jesus. Because everybody told me, Jesus is the way to go. Through Jesus, all good will happen. So I came to talk to him. There's only one little problem. He's stuck. Yeah, he can't move. I said, Jesus, how's it going? Are you able to help us? He said, I can't help you. I said, why not? He said, because I'm trapped.
How do you know
I'm
he's
trapped.
not
They
lying
wrapped me
to
up in
you?
gold and stuck me here, and I can't even move. I'm like, oh my God, poor you. How is it?
Is she insane? That's a statue of him. He's in heaven
Watching us.
with his dad, with his father, God. Already. I want to listen. I don't hate you if you're watching this. I just don't like what you do. You kind of shove veganism down people's throats. There's so many ways you could be doing it. Like Starwolf said.
And also, you're famous in Chat AI. Because there's all kinds of people that make you part of it.
Well, they make every famous person at this point.
Yep.
Which you're one of them. So, congratulations.
So Moon Show's famous for it, too.
Yay! Kitty, what are you doing? She wants her chicken flavored treat. She loves the chicken flavored treats.
She's, I'm ready.
She's kidding me. She's like, give me the treats. She's purring. She looks like a human when she does that. Good girl. I taught her how to do that. Anyway, we're moving on.
Yep.
How do you feel? He said, terrible. He said, I'm supposed to be helping people, and I can't move at all. I don't even know what the hell's going on in the world. I said, what do you mean you don't know? Like, because a lot of people are,
There, you just said
especially
help.
animal rights activists have been trying to contact
There you go.
and ask you for help. Because, factory farming is terrible right now, and we need help to help all these animals. He said to me, what's factory farming? I said, you don't know what factory farming is? I said, it's where they have, like, billions of animals trapped in cages in Holocaust-like conditions, just like what the Nazis did to the Jews. And he said, what do you mean? What? Who? I said, the Nazis, what they did to the Jews. He says, I don't know what's going on. I said, well, what do you mean you don't know what's going on? I said, here, take my cell phone, have a look. I'll show you some footage of what happened in World War II and how they're doing the same thing to pigs right now. They put them in gas chambers. He's like, I don't know what a gas chamber is. I'm like, oh my God. He said, well, look at me. I'm stuck here with my hands up in the air. And they wrapped me in gold. They thought that would be a good idea. They thought that would be like a good way to honor me. He said, well, I can't help anybody anymore. I said, oh.
Again, that's not how it works.
If his body was in that, the body would be already decayed already.
It would smell like crap.
They do. Yep.
And also, I'm pretty sure he'll be bone. No, he'll be pretty much dust by now. He died years ago, and he came back, and then he went to heaven. That's how it happened.
Pretty kitty.
She's just enjoying life. Like, that's how it works.
Yep.
Like, it's like, that's what happened. Read the Bible.
Oh my God. So what are we supposed to do then? He said, well, you can try and talk to God directly or just, go in the church. Maybe the priest will be able to help you. I said, priest? Okay, I'll try it out. So I went in there and I tried to talk to the priest. I said, hey, listen, we need a vegan world. There are billions of animals suffering and the planet too is suffering. The earth is suffering. The carbon footprint from animal agriculture is terrible. And the priest said, oh, yeah, is it? I said, what do you mean? You don't know? They said, well, yeah, I guess we do know, but we don't know what to do about it. I said, well, are you guys all vegan in here? And he said,
No.
I don't know, how about you have a cup of coffee and we'll talk about it. He said, would you like some milk with your coffee? I said, milk? No, I don't want cow's milk in my coffee. And he said, well, that's all we got. I said, but this is church. You should have vegan milks. Don't you have some soy milk and some oat milk? He said, well, they sounded.
Is she not aware that they, in the Bible, apparently something about slaying a lamb? Is she not aware of that?
Maybe she should go read the Bible.
Read the Bible. Okay, I did not read it because I'm not there every single Sunday because I have to go to my dad's. What? We're going to ignore that.
Okay.
Imagine I just put like a loading thing. We're just like, ignore the background talking. We do not have the best environment for recording. I'm not that rich. Yet. YouTube's not paying me yet. I'm not that high in subscribers, as you could clearly tell. But anyway, in the Bible, they literally stated something about slaying a lamb. I don't know. I do not have the best memory. But, it was for religious shit or whatever. So, the Bible's not really vegan either, so there's that.
And also, there's a app for you can read the Bible. And read the Bible to you.
Well, one, I don't have that much time. Two, my memory's not the best, so I would not remember anything really. I would not remember that much stuff. Autism makes me lose my memory. So, yay.
Yep.
Interesting. No, I don't have them, but should I get some? I said, of course you should get some. I said, look at this big place. You guys are supposed to be a place of worship and of love. And he said, well, yes, we are. And then a nun came along and she said, oh, I heard about this vegan thing. She said, isn't that where you don't eat animals? I said, well, that's vegetarian. You don't want to just be vegetarian. You want to be vegan. And I said to them, would you understand the difference? And the priest said, not really, actually. So I said, oh my God, well, let me start to explain to you a little bit. I said, so what happens is in the animal industries, what they do is they murder baby boy chicks at birth because they can't lay eggs, you see? And they said, what? Why would they do that? I said, I don't know. It's absolutely horrible. I said, but that's why you guys shouldn't be eating eggs anymore.
Okay, one thing. Nobody could tell the gender of a chicken when they're babies. They kind of have to wait until they shape their feathers into like a rooster-like thing, and then as soon as they hit cock-a-doodle-doo, they're dead. I know that because I own chickens. A lot of chickens.
Yes. At your dad's.
And listen, I don't like... Okay, here's the thing. I do not like killing the roosters because I kind of get attached to them. But I don't really have a choice. My dad makes the decisions, and apparently we need the eggs. And also one thing, the chickens don't give a frick if I take their eggs, because they love me because I feed them. They think of me as a food person. Okay, me and Dad, but mostly me. Because as soon as I get to my dad's, they're waiting for me at the gate for me to feed them.
I have a fox that does the same thing. I'm like, how many times am I gonna have to say this? Stop waiting.
And they don't really pay attention to me taking their eggs. They kind of just look at me and go, meh, whatever, and go back to pecking at the ground. They don't give a heck. The only reason my white chickens are mean, well, they're not really mean, they're just ornery, is because they have like, my dad's girlfriend calls this thing like little man syndrome, and says the puffball head chickens are tiny. They're like, I'm more powerful than you, fight me. They pick on my dad's feet for no reason, and then they just walk off. They're like, I win the battle, frick you.
That kind of sounds like Lord Eclipse.
He's just like, freak all of you. I mean, he's short.
I'm like,
I'm surprised Moon didn't bring up. He's like, did you get shorter? No.
my character is a lord, though, but I'm like, are you an idiot? You're smaller than all of us.
I have more power.
How do you have more power?
Power?
Power.
Anyway.
So the nun said,
You're literally
know
up
that.
to
I said,
our
exactly, most
legs,
people don't know.
or
She said, okay,
my
I don't do this
legs,
anymore.
everyone
And the priest said,
else's
what else
chest.
do we know about? I said, well, did you know, they put these pigs in gas chambers at 6 months old. They're just babies. They put 200 of them on a truck, and they murder them. And the priest said, what? I said, I know. Most people don't even know what goes on. I said, that's what bacon is. That's what ham is. That's what sausage is. So the priest said, oof.
I'm just waiting for her to say, do people kill foxes?
I said, but
if
you know,
they
what
do,
about,
it's gonna
the
bad
other stuff? I mean,
happen.
do you wear
No
leather?
one's
He
killing
says, well, I have leather
foxes.
shoes. I said, well, don't do that.
I mean, back
Because
in the
that's
old
the
days they
skin
did,
gonna hang.
but
It's
Back
so
in the
hard to
olden
take the skin
days.
off of an
back
animal.
in the old
And he
days.
said, yeah, you're right, that doesn't sound too nice. And so then another nun came up and started joining us, and she said, this sounds like a really interesting conversation. She said, my sister is vegan, actually, and she never really talked about it that way. She just sort of eats a bunch of plants. I said, well, she's probably not a real vegan, because real vegans talk about the animals. See, being a vegan is about animals and protecting them. So then another nun came up and said, oh, I heard the word vegan. Don't you, is it vegan or vegan? And I said, well,
Vegan?
people used to call it vegan, but we call it vegan. And she said, oh yeah, okay.
Wait, I did not know this. I did not know people said it like vegan.
Vegan.
Venus is hiding by my leg. She just wants attention.
Yep.
And she said, so what are we supposed to do? So now I have like 3 nuns and I have a priest in front of me. And I said, well, everybody should be talking about veganism in your church. You should be serving plant milks and you have potlucks. It should only be vegan stuff. And they said, okay, well, we could try. And I said, and listen, also don't forget that to tell your parishioners that being vegan is healthy for all stages of development. You can be healthy when you're a baby and as a vegan, because we're all born vegan. And they said, what do you mean we're born vegan? I said, well, when you come out of your mom, you never wanted to hurt animals, right? They're like, right? So I said, that means you're vegan. You're born vegan.
Babies barely have any thought when they're born. They're just crying and wailing because they're like not used to the outside world yet. They're not even thinking about any animals dying. They're just thinking, what the hell is going on? What is this new place? I want to go back in. And all they're thinking was their mom, their dad, and it's like,
We all came out of that.
like,
And also, we always start off with meat and stuff.
wait, we do?
Because, yeah. Baby food.
Nobody told me what baby food was made out of. People don't tell me shit anymore. Because apparently Mr. Beast is a kind of a little jerk. Not little jerk, because he's apparently almost killed multiple people in his little competitions. And stop attacking people's slaves, Venus. You already attacked my ankles.
And your mother's milk is vegan because it belongs to you. It doesn't belong to a cow. So then they said, I never thought of it that way. I said, yeah, exactly. Would you ever go underneath a cow and just start sucking? Just like that? If you didn't have a...
Don't put it like that. I don't swing that way.
We don't swing that way. Okay, listen. That's not how it works. Cow milk goes through factories to make sure there's no bacteria, no germs, none of that.
I mean, if there was, they would kill the cow.
Well, no, they have to, put it through stuff and put stuff in it to make sure it's, healthy. Because I'm pretty sure it would taste different if it's raw. Because I'm pretty sure you get sick from, raw milk. You'll get sick either way.
I mean, on farms, or I would say ranches.
Ranches?
They just milk the cow and just drink it.
Ew.
But that's their way.
Okay, she'll be happy with this. I don't drink milk. I don't like any type of milk. So if that makes you happy,
I
great.
drink water.
Also, I don't like gelatin either.
Gelatin. Oh.
Yeah, I don't like gelatin for some reason. I feel like it has too much sugar.
That one I can't agree on.
And also, I think it's hard to eat because it's so slippery, and then it makes a huge mess. And I'm like, okay, yeah, no, I'm done. I'm done for the day. I haven't had pudding in a while though. Yeah.
Started laughing. They said, no, I guess not. I said, well, exactly, right? So it doesn't make any sense. We shouldn't be drinking the
And
milk
also,
from
my
another
friend told me
species,
this
and
one
we shouldn't
fact.
be drinking milk from, because we're not babies anymore. So then this other priest came up, and he started saying,
My friend told me
listen,
this
I've
one
been hearing a
fact
little bit about what you're talking about.
about
I
the
think that
human
we should
body.
have a sermon, a whole sermon about this. Well,
My friend told me one fact about the human body.
It was that.
Our blood is actually blue, but when we take it out of our body, it turns red.
Yeah, I already knew that. It's because of the oxygen. It's because of the oxygen in the air, so when you bleed, it turns red. That's why our veins are blue.
I mean, they'll know. If some of those don't know.
I feel like a little kid or something. They told child and they started learning. Don't ask why I drool over myself!
I mean, well...
I got bored, okay? Aw, Phoebe, what are you doing?
Cleaning herself.
But she's being cute! She's being cute and rolling around on the floor. She was rolling around on the floor. She's cute. She's my child for a reason. Okay, I call her my child, okay?
Need some vegan music. Do you have any songs? I said, do I have any songs? I have tons of songs.
Yes, you do. You make
I
them.
can come and sing with you guys. And they said,
They are the
that would be
most
so cool.
annoying.
How about you join the choir? And I said, well, I love singing in a choir. Oh my God, that would be a dream come true. You mean you'll sing my vegan songs here? Like, we can sing about changing your religion all the time? And they said, well, wait, what? And I said, well, because I change my religion all the time. Because sometimes I'm Catholic, and, sometimes I think it's not so great to be Catholic. Like, you guys have done some weird stuff, some of you priests, to those kids, like those boys. And they said, well, that's not us. I said, well, I know. You're right. I said, but
wait, hold on. Wait, what does she mean? I do not know this. I'm a Lutheran. I go to Lutheran church. I am a Lutheran. I do not. Well, okay. Here's the thing. I don't go too far into my religion. I'm just like, okay, I believe in God and all this stuff, but I don't go that far. So I'm not aware of what they do. I guess I'm doing some research later.
Yep.
Great.
Sometimes we have some strange views about the LGBTQ community. We should protect them. And, we should be loving to everybody. And they said, yeah, well, we personally agree with that. But it's a bit touchy. I said, well, look, let's stick to the things that we have in common. So you agree that we shouldn't be hurting animals, right? And they said, yes. I said, so you don't want to wear leather anymore. You're not going to buy the skin of baby cows anymore. And you agree that we should start
People
to
don't
serve
kill
only
baby cows.
veggies, fruits, nuts, and seeds. Just
Well, they do. Well, some people do some weird shit. And another thing I don't agree with. I don't agree with animal testing. I actually did a research not too long ago. Beanie, no, baby, come here. Actually,
What was she doing?
she was clawing at the floor.
And what's wrong with?
She cats do that. Just sharpen the claws. Here, distract you from it. Treat. There you go. Anyway, so like, they agree. There's like animal testing. I actually did a research project in English for animal testing. I do not agree with animal testing at all. And then the fact that it's not really like good at predicting human diseases and stuff. Like, we have new technology. Just use that.
Now we have technology.
Well, yeah, now we have technology.
Back in the old days, they didn't.
Back in the olden days. I'm sure it solved a lot of diseases, but it did not. And it's not really good at predicting things like that now.
My friend always used to say, back in my days, that we ride dinosaurs to school.
So only put those in our
The
shopping cart?
answer
Did we?
is, yeah, blank.
Late.
This piece begins on our plates, so we have to open up our hearts. And they said, that's a cool rhyme. Yeah, we agree with that. I said, oh my God, this is so great. All right, so when do we start? They said, well, come and join the choir. I said, actually, I kind of write some songs, so maybe we could sing some of my songs in church. And they said, well, yeah, absolutely.
If I
I
ever
said, I've
do
got
go
one.
to that
Change
toy
your religion,
church.
change your underwear. Change your religion, show God that you really care. And they sort of stopped me and they said, well, do you have any others? I said, sure. Oh, yeah, definitely. I have others. They said, because, singing about underwear in church, they said it might not go over. I said, come on, people have a sense of humor, don't they? He said, well, yeah. Well, the nun said, oh, well, I'd be fine with that. She's like kind of doing a little dancey thing. Anyway, to make a long story short,
Meanwhile,
church
she
wasn't
just-
that bad. I was expecting it to be
What
a lot
are
worse.
you doing?
I told them about poor Jesus over here, how he's stuck and wrapped in gold, and they said, yeah, that was the old parishioners who did that. They just decided to stick him in there. I said, well, now he can't really help us. They said, well, that's
Yes, he
he's doing the best
can.
He's trying
Wait,
to
hold
talk.
on.
He makes stuff, I believe. Does he?
Okay, now I'm starting to think she mixed this up. That doesn't make any sense. Like, God is in heaven, and then as you guys know, apparently according to whoever said them, Jesus is going to come back or something.
True.
Which I don't know when. Like
If he does come back, my first words.
Hi.
Hi, I want hugs. I missed you.
Well, you never really met him, but
Yeah,
sure.
but hugs.
Hugs.
Hugs. Cuddles. That's what I demand.
The one thing we agree with. We both like physical affection.
To
Cuddles.
people who stop by.
I always
He's trying
get
to tell them.
cuddles.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that's what I get. I get it from my brother, apparently. Because
Oh,
my brother Ben.
I
to be
want
kind to
cuddles
animals, but
because
he
I cuddle with
doesn't really know what's
Moon,
going
so
on. He
I
doesn't have
can
a cell
get
phone.
cuddles.
He doesn't even know really what
So.
the internet is. So I said, well, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go here, like not every day, but often, and I'm gonna try and talk to him and tell him what's going on with the factory farms and the billions
How are
of
you gonna
chickens that are
tell
being
them?
farmed. I said, did you guys know that they crush the baby
Okay.
boy chicks in blenders because they can't lay eggs?
Okay.
They don't do that. They just put them down. They don't put them in blenders, I'm pretty sure. What the freak? And Vinny, stop clawing at the carpet. Jeez. You have a problem. She always looks like she's about to pounce, and she never does.
And the priest said, what? I said, and the nun said, oh my God. So yeah, and I told them all about it. I told
People
them each,
don't
a
do
couple of
that,
times
though.
because sometimes
They
were
don't
just like,
do that.
just kind of busy and getting interrupted, so I had to repeat myself a
think
couple of times.
she's
'Cause it's one of those
lying
conversations where
about
people come
that.
in and out.
I think
But-
she's lying about everything she's saying. Because, one, how the heck do you trap somebody that's already dead in gold?
And also, how do you talk to them? Through that gold shield.
They won't be able to hear anything.
They're dust by now.
They're dust. Because it was like thousands and millions and whatever years ago.
Years
I'm
ago.
pretty sure the dust is gone by now.
I think there's just
Like, nothing.
nothing.
Nothing. Like, in either way, nobody will be able to hear you. And also, if he were in the Stitch, he possessing it, he would still be able to go wherever he wants.
Yeah. And also
Not stuck in place.
And also people say they can see Jesus. Like, you know,
There are
there's
people seeing him. Like
Also-
like a spear go, whoa. Like, I don't know why I've had the heavenly
and
music,
also
but sure.
there's this one movie that
Well, there's a lot of movies.
says I believe in God, and in the middle of it there's this little girl, and there's like a whole river and stuff, and there's like a light, and it was Jesus.
Oh yeah, I've watched that movie where she can heal, like she could bring animals back to life
Yeah.
and heal like diseases. Yeah, like God put his powers through the little girl, which it ended up in the hospital, but you know.
I mean, she
Lifeless.
died.
Yeah, she died, but then she came back. Like, she's like, no, I want to be with my parents, and then he's like, oh, okay, here you go. I'm like, and he's like, yeah.
Cuddles now.
Everybody cuddles. What the heck is this comment? Somebody liked my comment. I put cheese in one of her shorts, and
Cheese.
somebody liked it.
Cheese.
Great day. I got a lot of work done at school, and now
I think you're gonna get a lot of likes from that. Cheese.
imagine I get like 1 million.
Cheese.
Anyway, yeah, so here's Jesus.
How can
Unfortunately,
he
can't
talk
really
to
help.
you?
Yo, Jesus, don't worry, I'm gonna come by, okay? And I'm gonna let you see my cell phone. Can you see it from here? I'll show you the screen. I'll explain to you everything that's going on. All right?
He's just looking down
I'll
at
show you
He
the
can't
different
move
footage.
his
You can watch
head.
Dominion with me and Earthlings and Cowspiracy and Forks Over Knives, all of it. All right? So, you know, we're all doing our best in the world. You guys, make sure that if you go to church, that you talk to your priests and your ministers and you tell them how important it is that we're kind to animals.
No, because I'm probably going to forget to do that anyways.
This is
Yep.
an incredible building here.
My brain
So
is
listen to
still
me,
going.
so honest and so kind, about strengthening themselves and
I'm
figuring out
just
how they
flopped
didn't
over.
know yet. So that was sort of cute, and that they say that going forward they're going to try to be as vegan as possible. So thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. If you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Press the notification bell.
Don't care.
And you're going to see videos coming up on screen. Tap on those if you're curious. Have a look at my site.
No. Anyway, so there's that. The vegan teacher, I don't hate you. I just don't like the things you do. I don't hate anybody. Why is your neck broken?
Hmm?
You're like, all like,
Thunk.
Kitty, what are you doing? Oh God,
Her eyes.
her eyes are. Trade.
I think
Stop being an introvert. Here you go. She's being lazy. Oh yeah, sorry. Bye.